Ooh, Christmas is coming. It's getting cold outside too. You guys should buy one of these hoodies. I'm gonna show you how. So it is Christmas, almost. I'm just walking around the shop, chilling, and I figured today would be a great day to talk about those last-minute Christmas ideas. And I'm gonna take this moment, this opportunity to shamelessly plug my brand, our own merch, because we're doing this stuff to kind of support the channel, and every time we make a sale, that helps us, and it makes more for better content, and get a bit of this stuff's expensive, dude. So we got the hoodie, Drift Drag Drive 253 sweater. This one's a little dirty because I wear it all the time. It's like my favorite sweater. And on the back we got the 253 logo. So check them out. They're on the website. They're on teespring.com, these ones. Let's go check out that website real quick, see what it looks like, okay? Now the channel is Project 253, but the brand is Speedemon Design, or Speedemon Design, depending how you want to pronounce it. I took the word Speed Demon, put them together, and it kind of mimics like Pokemon and Digimon kind of sound to it. So basically it's like speed monsters, right? Which is exactly what that is. So that was kind of my idea for a brand name, and because I'm doing kind of art and stuff like that, and my other channel was called Speedemon Design, and that's the one that I did like the paintings and stuff like that. And then so there's going to be some outcome where I kind of throw that in here because it's all like car related and stuff. So you follow, Project 253 is this channel, and Speedemon Design is kind of like a brand that I'm working on. So let's check out the merch so far. Now I'm doing everything because it's got to be on a budget. I can't dump like a couple grand into having my own stuff printed and keep stock, and it's probably not worth it because I haven't had a lot of sales yet. So what I'm doing is this Teespring is like one of those print to order, or like when you order it, they print it. I don't have to keep nothing in stock, and it's like they take care of everything. So I'm not making a whole bunch of profit on it. I set the prices kind of low for you guys, so you can just kind of grab stuff and it not bust the bank compared to other stuff that's on that site. My prices are pretty good. So I don't make a lot on it. It's more just to get the stuff out there, and if you guys want to support a bit and enjoy like having the 253 merch and stuff like that, it's always cool to see somebody else wearing it. You go to a show and there's a shirt, hey dude. The nice part about teespring.com is using their interface to create your own designs is very easy, and you can do front and back, so you can be very creative with it. And also you can upload multiple images onto like a t-shirt design, for example, and you can move those images around, change the size and whatnot, and you can place it, and so you can kind of like use it like a blank canvas and play with it like that. The disadvantage is the shipping, also the quality. I wasn't very, very happy with it. It seems kind of faded a little bit. The colors aren't very thick. We ordered a couple hoodies, a couple t-shirts, and all across that whole order was kind of crappy. But let's just scroll through the site real quick. I'll show you some cool designs that are here. Some of my favorites, and you guys can go check out the site. There's a link in the description below. You can see what's there and see if there's anything you like. Unfortunately, you probably won't get it by Christmas if you order it, because like I said, their shipping sucks, and it's kind of expensive for my Canadian friends and subscribers. If you're buying stuff off there, the shipping is like they charge you for each individual item, so it adds up real quick. And anyway, the other one that I tried out was Redbubble. So let's check out that stuff. I gotta cut some footage right now of that t-shirt that I got made because it's in the wash right now. So here's a shot from it before an earlier video where I was doing a review on the quality of the products from these two places. So here's the Street Fighter RX-7 t-shirt. It's like an old design. We had stickers like that where it said 253 in the back, but I wanted to make kind of like universal shirts, like not necessarily always 253 on it. And the Speedemon logo is usually always snuck in there somewhere, but for the person that just wants something like without a brand or just something that looks kind of cool, I've made a few designs like this. And the Redbubble stuff, the quality is really good. I really like it, and there's so many more options. There's so much more you can do. So if you go check out that site, again, the link is in the description. There's bags, there's t-shirts, there's sweaters, there's backpacks, there's cooking aprons, there's clocks, there's travel mugs, there's all kinds of cool stuff. So like it's a little tougher to navigate that one, but again, the link is in the description. You can see all the designs that I have up on display, and every little bit that you guys buy from there again helps us out. The shipping's a little better with Redbubble, and the quality of product I find is really good. The same thing that I notice on both sites is that you want to order a size bigger than you usually do, because I ordered sizes that I usually wear and I found them a little bit snug for my comfort. Like, I don't like it when my sweaters do this, and this is like a double XL, so I should have ordered a triple XL. But the other thing I don't like about the Redbubble stuff is the interface is a little tougher, so I have to like make sure all my designs for my shirts are basically pre-designed, because you can only upload one, front or back. You can't have both. You have to choose one or the other. Either you get, you know. And the other thing is that you can only really upload one image, so if you want to use multiple designs that you have on the same shirt, you have to plan it out ahead of time and create that its own individual file that you can upload in one shot. Because really, the only adjustments you can do with the Redbubble creative interface for designing all your merch is to make the size bigger and smaller of the image. Now that you could do a lot with it, but you got to get creative and plan ahead. And that's the end of the long shameless plug. So check out our merch, go help us out, and we really appreciate all the help and support that you guys have given us so far. So if you're anything like me and you do all your Christmas shopping last minute, and if you're watching these videos, well, chances are you and somebody else in your family has a garage, tinkers with stuff, fixes things up, plays around, or is into cars or something like that. So, you know, very last minute, there's a few things that you can run out and get for Christmas, you know, stocking stuffers or whatever. Just wrap it up real quick and you're good to go. Let's check a few things out for fun. Any guy's got a shop, needs very basic tools in his garage, and there's certain things that you can run out of really quick. That's kind of a pain in the butt to have to run out to the store just for that and spend like 30-40 bucks, and the fuel it took you to get there, because you need it, right? And two things that you might not think go together, they go together, and I'll explain why. Every guy needs a can of this kind of stuff in the shop, whether it's this brand or whatever else, but you need some sort of spray lubricant, some sort of rust killer, something that'll help you bust a nut, right? And then tape, all kinds of tape. This is not duct tape, but duct tape is amazing. Tape with like metal in it and stuff, that's really cool too, comes in handy very much. And the very simple reason, the rule behind that, is because anybody that plays with, even if you're just tinkering with your lawnmower or a tricycle you're making for your kid or your nephew or your niece or whatever it may be, simple. If it moves and it's not supposed to, you put some tape. If it doesn't move and it's supposed to, spray it with this. Always good to have in stock. Another good thing to have in stock, get like 50, 100 of these cans if you want to, get a couple boxes, but brake cleaner. Because you know, if you got to tape something, stop it from moving, or spray something to keep it moving, chances are you made a mess, right? This stuff does wonders. Not only cleans brakes, but it cleans everything. You can actually, it's not healthy, but you can clean your hand with it, and it'll remind you of all the little cuts that you have on your hand or anywhere that you hurt yourself. It's gonna burn. It's like alcohol based. You can spray it down and it evaporates basically, but it does get rid of a lot of oils and stuff that's hard to get off, and like slimy residue and stuff like that. So brake cleaner, you go through it like crazy. I know mechanics that blow through like a box of these a day, like 12 cans easy. So that's something else you want to keep in stock. Shop towels and rags and stuff like that always comes in handy. Now I kind of cheaped out and I cut up some old sweaters, old t-shirts and old stuff I had lying around, because you know, you gotta be resourceful, right? Instead of throwing it out or whatever, clothes that was like holes in it and not good enough for anybody to be wearing. But you can get some shop towels at your local Canadian Tire. If you're from Canada or in the States, you'd probably go to AutoZone, I guess. Always something to have around that's very handy, because shop towels are a little tougher. You can clean a lot of stuff with it, and in the garage you're always making a mess. It's a quick, easy go-to thing. Thing is, like, you're throwing them out when you're done, so it's kind of a disposable thing, so it's sort of good to keep that in stock. But these will last a lot longer. You can just chop them up and stuff like that. But any car dude or garage guy or hobbyist or guy doing crafts is going to appreciate having a couple rolls of those shop towels around. It's kind of like a little luxury for the low budget guys, right? Like me. You got to get some of this stuff right here. This is hand cleaner with that grit in it. Works wonders, and it'll save you, because when you go home and your girlfriend or your wife is mad because every time you open and shut the door there's grease prints all over it, you got finger marks and stuff all over the light switches. My house is like that, and it's all my fault. But you know, if you wash your hands with that stuff, with the grit and everything else, a lot of it's waterless. You can just wipe it off with a rag after, so very convenient. And for a couple bucks you can provide a nice little gift for somebody that'll make not only the guy you're buying it for, the dude or whatever, or the lady, but their partner, their spouse, their wife, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, whatever, will be happy too, because the house will be cleaner and everything's gonna be nicer. Moving on. Floor jack. Whoa. Huh. Really mixed. Floor jack is always a good gift. Every guy needs one of those because usually like you always end up with those jacks you get with your car, even if you're not a car guy. The jack you get with your car never ever seems to work out. Ooh, stop shaking. And the other thing is the set of jack stands. These come in super handy because even if you're doing your own oil change and stuff like that, you want to throw these underneath your car because don't rely on the floor jack. It's hydraulics and stuff. You never know. Somebody walks by and knocks it. They're on wheels, so often if you're on an unstable driveway or something like that, a little bit of holes, yeah, it could tilt. Transfer the weight, you might not notice it at first, but if you're underneath the car and that thing comes down, you're having a bad day. So if you want to get a gift that's going to save somebody's life, get them a couple floor jacks. And I don't want to break the bank too much because this is last minute stuff on a budget, whatever you want to buy. But one last thing I want to get to that has been an absolute lifesaver for me in the shop so far, and when I've had to go move cars around somewhere else because like where we keep the cars in storage, it's an old, it's a big building, right? And concrete floors and stuff. So most of the cars I have in storage don't have motors. To move those around, it's kind of a pain in the ass to try to jack up the back ends because most of them have locked differentials and stuff like that. It's tough to push around. So to solve that problem, you want to be able to move that car around, spin it around 360 degrees, push it sideways, push it forward, push it backwards, whatever you choose, this is the solution. Now you can pick up a set of these, I think for like 200 bucks for 4. I've got 4 of them underneath the El Camino right now because I often move this thing around, and I've got another stack of 4 right here. Those come in so handy. I've moved so many cars around with those, and it has saved me so much time and effort. It's super easy just to put these underneath the car and push it around the shop, even if you're on your own. It makes any heavy car that's tough to move pretty simple. Oh, I just realized there's that oil pan thing right there. That's not a bad gift either. You can see I'm pointing at it now. That's to catch the oil when you do your oil drain, your changes on your car. You put it underneath, it grabs everything. It's got a little spot you can put your oil filter on. Let's look at it. So, oil goes into that bin, the container. You take your oil filter, you put it in that little spot right there. See, this one's used and dirty. Then you have this spout. And that spout right there is so you can pour it back in the jug when you're done. So you take all your old oil and get rid of it properly. Of course, to get rid of it properly, you don't just throw it in the garbage. You got to bring it to like a local parts store or whatever. A lot of places take it. And, don't poison the land. Come on. So that's about it for, I guess, this Christmas episode or Christmas idea thing. Thanks for sticking around. It was just a fun little idea I had for a vlog. If you guys got cool ideas like that, throw it in the comments. I'm interested to see how you're doing your shopping for your car friends. Don't forget to buy a hoodie.